All right, I think I'm live. Hello, everyone. I've been so excited about this week. Thank you guys for coming in. Hey, Debbie J. Hi, Carrie.
This week.
Oops. Let me
Thank you
see.
guys
I
for
can hear
coming.
myself. That's good. That's a good sign. Good sign, good sign. Bloop. There we go. I want to keep track of the chat. There we go. Live. Okay. So let's see who we got. Let's go back to the beginning. So happy Easter week to everyone. Hello, Joni and Judy. I hope you guys make it back. And Linda, hello, and Judy LaRue, hello, and Pam, Janine. Hello, everyone. Hey, T. Marty. Hi, you guys. Hi, Pam. Made by Pam. Hi, every single body. Yes, that's right. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here, and I'm excited to share this. And yeah, I can't wait. So Pysanky. That's how it's said. I know a lot of people were asking if they were saying it right when they heard me say I was making them. Well, I wrote it, and they're like, Pysanky. Yes, that is correct. It is Pysanky. Pysanka for individual, but Pysanky for more than one. And yeah, so basically what it is a Ukrainian Easter egg, and it differs from our Easter eggs because we use a dye that we just dip our eggs in, and a little tablet of food dye that we drop in and add a little water and some vinegar, and we drop in the eggs, and they color, and that's it. But the Ukrainian Easter eggs, or the Pysanky eggs, they are done with beeswax, like a wax resist in a batik dye. And you'll notice the difference in the batiks because you can layer them, and the colors actually show from one layer to another without the previous color disturbing it so much, really. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Who else? Hi, Pam. Welcome back. PJB. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make them. And and then what you do is you to put this on. So I forget the name. Is Pisaki or something? Pisati. That actually means to draw. And that's how you get the designs on the egg, is you use a little tool that's called a kitska. And this is the tool that you actually collect the wax in. This side, you can see, collect the wax in, and you actually melt it via a candle, and it flows out the tip. And there are different size tips that you can get. These are like the original like kitskas, or close to authentic looking ones. And then you can get the plastic, but they're like a special plastic. They're heat proof. As you can see, they've been in the flames, but they don't melt. But so there's like, you can get a small tip for fine, super fine lines, medium, and I have large. And then this one here is equivalent to my large tip. So yeah, it is pretty cool. I love it. Done with wax and dye. Oh, that's cool, Marty. I'll have to you'll have to show me that sometime. I love things like that. So and the first thing, and another difference is that we boil our eggs. These guys don't boil the eggs. The eggs are either left whole, because once you boil them, the surface of the egg changes, and it doesn't accept the dye and the wax the way it does when it's fresh and uncooked. So a lot of times they will leave them whole and actually raw with the egg in. And they usually will last quite a while unless they're exposed to extreme heat or environmental conditions that cause them to burst from the decay inside. But I personally blow mine out and I wash, I kind of wash them, but not a lot, not with any kind of strong detergent or anything. And then I let them dry out. And I know I had some questions about, I think it was Jim that was asking how to blow out the egg. I usually take a pin and I poke the end of it, each end of the egg, and then I take a little skewer and I kind of go into the hole and I kind of move it around, and that kind of breaks up the yolk and the membrane between the white and the yolk, so that it can easily dispense from the egg. And here's your friend, my friends, an ear syringe. And also for those that do alcohol ink, you can use those blowers. That's kind of what their blowers that are made for that they're made, they look like. But you would just put this against the hole of the egg, and it will blow out the innards of the egg. Yes, T, you can blow on one end, but as I get older, it's really hard to blow them out that way. Like I don't have that amount of breath and air in me anymore. I feel like all my blood vessels in my face are gonna pop. Hi Dee, welcome in. Yeah. Oh yes, clean them and dry them in the oven. Perfect, Marty. Yeah. A low oven, which is correct, because like I have read about them, that if you heat them too much, or the boiling in the water, it does something to the outside of the egg. So I try to keep it as close to what I get, and that's it. And yeah, so that's that. So that's what we're going to do. But first off, we are going to make a holder for our egg to sit in, because not everyone has these lovely little egg cups that I have. And even if you're not doing Pysanky eggs and you're doing Easter eggs, you can use your egg cartons. But I like to have them out. I'm just taking the little top with the hole off. And we're just going to fold this into a little egg cup. The fresh we get are brown. You can do them with brown eggs. You can use fresh eggs. But, and you can do brown eggs. It just means, yes, Marty, correct. And to test the freshness of an egg, I don't know if anybody knows, but you do the float test. You take a glass of water, and if you set the egg in and it sinks and it stands upright, the fresher the egg. The more that it leans this way, the less fresh. And as it rises, so sometimes they won't sink all the way. They'll just do this, the less fresh. And if they are floaters, you want to get rid of them. Get rid of them. So start with a 6x6 sheet of paper. I know lots of people have that, and double-sided is much better. But the double-sided that I have, I did make one prior to try, and they're this paper is very thick, so it wasn't ideal, and it tore as I was folding. So I would go with a thinner double-sided paper if you have it. So we're going to fold it in half and then in quarters. And you can use your bone folder if you want. And then we're going to open it up and fold those sides to that center seam. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And also, if you guys have ever seen pictures of the Pysanky eggs, there's all different colors. There's different designs. And each of those things represents something in that culture. The different symbols mean different things, from prosperity to, faith to, geez, I don't know. There's all kinds of different meanings. And let's see. Whoops. Let's go. And also the colors. The colors also represent things. I know I found something that was showing how that what the different symbols and stuff and the different colors represent. So we're folding, we folded those middle parts in, and now we're just going to take this, and it's going to look like a shirt collar. We're going to take this and we're going to open that up after we've folded it, and we're going to press this down. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Hey, Leah. Hey, Debbie J. And now we've got this. Looks like two little houses next to each other. We're going to fold the outside of those houses backwards. And we're going to take the bottom of this little shirt collar that we made, and we're going to fold the corners up. And we are going to turn it over and do the same thing on the back side. I guess you could take your time. I'm just like, let's get it done. So now we have both of these sides, and we are going to fold them up. So now we have this. We're going to kind of pop open this here. And as we do this other end, we're going to try to slowly manipulate it so that it folds down like a little fortune cookie end does, or a little hammock. Debbie, are you having fun? Creativation. All right, and look what we got. And now we have a little holder for our egg. And now, hey Melissa, long time no see. So so actually, if you ever look at them, they all the Pysanky eggs have like a design that's very articulated. It's very I can't think of the language to use, but it's actually divided into quadrants. So it has usually 8 quadrants, and there are different types of designs, but I just do the basic. I don't know a whole heck of a lot about the meanings. I'm kind of just, I just know the surface, like the basic stuff. And I use this little holder as my guide, and spinning. And I'm going to lightly pencil on some divisions here. That's going to help me to make everything symmetrical. Maybe that's the word I'm thinking of. And I'm sorry I'm out so far. I just want to make sure you guys can see all the different steps, and I don't want to have to mess with the zoom in, zoom out on my phone screen and make everybody sick. Whoops. So, and it's okay if you mess up and it's not perfectly even. Whatever you do, don't try to erase your lines. That also messes up the surface of the egg and will cause the dye to resist. So 3 cups. Are you thirsty, Dawn? I have 3 cups. What? Wait, what? Oh, here? These are my dyes. These are my Batik dyes. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to keep talking, and then we're going to have some steps where we kind of have to wait in between. I'll probably start another egg, but I'll also catch up on ice drinks. Yeah, I could use one. So I'm going to divvy these 4 quadrants into another 4 quadrants, and we'll have 8. Whoop. And I'll go the other way. And in case you might be wondering, we have these holes in the ends of these eggs. And you might be wondering, how do we dye these and not keep them from filling up with dye? What we're going to do before we begin, at the beginning of decorating, before we dye, is we will put we will cover this with wax, some beeswax. And that's another thing. The wax is important when doing these Pysanky eggs, and I had a bunch of beeswax and I couldn't find it. I don't know if I threw it away or what. So I had to order some more, and I just got the little bars of the beeswax. But this holds up to the heat, and it also adheres within the shell of the egg instantly, and it doesn't let allow the color to leak under. It does a really good job of keeping it, adhering. So I have different ways that I do my eggs to try to I'm trying to think which side on these holders. I usually do it in my cup, but I'm trying to do it using these so that you guys can use this idea if you need to. But I usually find like the corner, and I put the tip of my pencil, and I just rotate. I keep the ends of my eggs on the opposite, and I just rotate. And that kind of helps me keep a good, or pretty close to center line to my egg. As you can see, it's pretty close. So, well, it's up a little higher, but then just having that one line, I can gauge my other line because I can kind of stay the same width. Because this is what we're doing now. We're divvying this up so that we can get ready to put on. And I'm just going to do a simple design so we're not here all night. Oh, Carrie, nice cold glass of lemonade. That sounds yummy. I can't wait till summer. I usually buy lemons, like lots of lemons, and I make lemonade. I love it. It was chilly here today. It said it was close to 50, but boy, it did not feel it. I'm still cold. Like, not kidding. All right, I think I'm going to go one more circle. And we don't have to use all of these quadrants that I'm creating. These are just going to be guides. It's going to kind of give me something to base all of my other parts on. And I'm hoping I have my camera in a nice spot too. And we can also take some of them and do this kind of thing. And if you get a chance, like I said, I don't know all of the things about these eggs, so if you get a chance and it's something that interests you, take a look at the history and the information that they tell about these. It's very intriguing. I've read it. I don't retain very well, so my memory is crap. I have CRS. I think that's what they say you get after over 50. CRS, yeah. Did I see Elizabeth? Oh, you went to the beach today. Nice, Leah. Lucky. I'm sitting here curled up in a fur blanket all day. Freezing, and you're going to the beach. How nice. See how we're getting some sort of a regulated type of... Oh, look, and I even did it opposite. That's kind of cool. All right, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. So, I am going to try to keep this in frame. This is why I made the holder first, so that we don't have it toppling off onto the floor, which would be just my luck. So, Yeah, I don't want to burn my phone screen. So I'm kind of going off to the side here. I'm gonna melt my candle came up. So these I use, I do use tea lights sometimes, but tea lights tend to burn up fast. And uh, um, once they burn out and they start getting all liquidy, it's hard for them. Well, all right. Well, you know what? It's probably because I have a bunch already there. Um, Once they get liquidy in there, they tend to burn out and they don't stay long enough. Hi, Crystal. Homemade wax from beeswax? No. I do have some. I should have brought the jar up that I do have from the hive, but I didn't because Will's dad will, when he remembers, he will save the beeswax and bring it to me because he knows I use it for different things in crafting. But hi, Donna Nipper. How are you? Um, Managed to get a sunburn. Ooh. I am very fair skinned. I'm very much fair skinned, red highlights in my hair, um, and burn. I burn and then it goes away and then I burn again. So, anyways, I use these emergency candles because this I used for several eggs and I still have a half of a candle. But I use these because they burn down. You could have, if you have tapered candles, you could break them or cut. You could use them long if you want, but I don't know. I find them kind of big. I like the small. So I usually heat the Kiska. This one has some wax in it, which is okay. Um, I'm looking for, and oh my gosh, you guys, my napkins get so pretty. Look, love them. I'm going to use them in some junk journals. I heat it up, and you can wipe the soot off of the Kitska. It gets very sooted. The beeswax, it does turn black, but that's a good thing. That's what you want, and that's why they say the beeswax is good. So I'm going to heat it up until I see my wax is melted looking, and it's coming out. See how it's coming out of my the end of my Kitska. Now I probably need a little more because I think I melted a lot of it out. So I'm going to kind of scrape a little more. And another thing, once in a while, I tap it off because see that? You get like, you guys that use Copic markers probably know, you get that little burp, kind of like a little blop that comes out. So that's what I did is I touched it so that the paper could absorb some of that and it pulled that little blop out. And if you get it on your egg, sorry, it doesn't come off. It's there. You cannot remove the wax from the egg once it lands on the egg. So, but I have learned that you can incorporate it into the design somehow, some way. So what I'm doing now is I am choosing to leave the lines that I'm creating now will be the parts of my egg that are going to remain white. Anything I cover with wax will remain white at this point. And then we will put it into some color. And by the way, when coloring, hi Cordelia, and I'm sorry if I missed somebody. I'll go back and catch up on the chat later, or while we're waiting. Once I get this into some dye, there's a color order when you're dyeing that helps you maintain the integrity of your colors and helps them to remain the color that you want. And usually you start out with the white, and the first color that you'll dye is yellow if you're using yellow. If not, you can go to the next color, which is gold, which is like a darker yellow, and I am going to use that today. I pulled yellow, gold, orange, and which are traditional colors of the Pysanky. And I'm trying to pay attention, and I'll show you an egg that I did once I get this soaking in some dye, where sometimes you miss a spot. If you don't pay attention, you miss a spot. And I have done that more than once. And I could take, when you do this, you want to do it like Zentangling. You want to really take your time and really get your lines, you know, nice. I'm a little shaky as usual, so it's hard for me to get straight lines. So I kind of, the faster I go, the straighter it seems to turn out, believe it or not. Oh, Melissa Sue, pay attention in class, will ya? All right. This is like step one of putting the wax on, or step two, because first we drew the design that we want to use. And then we actually heat the kitska, which is K-I-T-K, wait, K-I-T-S-K-A, kitska. And what did I do with that? I try to take some of the soot off after a little while. Not that it really interferes, but see how the wax is, maybe I can hold it up. You see how the wax is got some, it's kind of black, it blackens, which is nice. It helps you to see your design. So I'm just kind of getting up, whoopsie, I'm going to have a little curviness there. Let's see if I can just thicken it, maybe. Just get some white outlining on here. And the basic colors, just like most things like that you notice in like the either pagan holiday or Christian holiday, they have colors that represent certain things, like white is purity. You know, there's like purple for protection. There's all these different meanings, and the Ukrainian eggs have those same types of things. They also use symbols, like horses, flowers, greenery, birds, different things like that that also have different meanings. And by tradition, they said they used to make these, and I think that's where it's come from for us in dyeing eggs at Easter time through the pagan tradition, was they would create these eggs with the symbolism to after the turn of the spring equinox, which ends up being Easter, right? And or around Easter, and they would so they would create these eggs, and they would put their symbols or their meanings or what they wanted to it to represent, and they would put them in the four corners of their home to bring good luck and ward off evil spirits. So yes, a little bit of wax does go a long way, Melissa. And I think I'm just going to go with that much white, but I'm also going to fill the ends. And this is where I hope I do get a big glop, because I want to fill in the holes on the end of my egg before we stick it in. See this? We get this. We want it to kind of build up so we can kind of get a little gloppy here. I'm going to even, whoops, I don't want it to go that far. I'm going to try to, I'm doing this now, I'm trying to just incorporate it into the, all right, I think we got it. And hi, Judy. Don't worry about being late, dear. I'm glad you made it so you could check out the, check the eggs out. Right now I'm just sealing the holes on the ends of the egg. Ah, there we go. I think we got it. Oh yeah, that looks good. I spilled it a little bit more. Oh, is that a real? Yes, it is a real egg, Crystal. It is. It's a real white chicken egg. There we go. And I don't have any caps. I need to get some caps. You can use the caps that you use for beading. They also make them for eggs. And you can put the gold or silver caps on the ends of your eggs to pretty them up so that you don't see that whiteness on there. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to pull out my yellow dye. And you can also use a spoon or a paintbrush or anything like that if you want to spot dye your egg. I usually just drop it in. I don't really do a lot of spot dyeing. So also, if your dye has been sitting for a little bit, which mine is still really good, but it has been sitting for a little bit. This is just vinegar, that white vinegar that I put in a little spray bottle. And that's like you use for regular dyed eggs. It helps the color to really adhere and stay vibrant on the egg. So what I usually do is put it in and I put the lid on and I set my timer, my craft timer, for about 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm going to let it sit, and I'll periodically turn it. And then in the meantime, I'm going to go to chat so I can see what you all are saying. Catch up a little bit. Let's go back. Judy, the egg sucking trick. No, I did not. So that trick does use the breaking up of the yolk, right? And then you blow it. It helps you get the innards out. Here's your secret weapon, an ear syringe. You can get it at your local pharmacy or Walmart or yeah, any of those things. So all right. Sorry, I'm missing Marty. I know I should go way up and then go down so I don't get confused. So I'm going back. Fortnite Friday with Jax, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Leah's asking about gaming. Greetings, lovelies, from Elizabeth. Hello. Yay, Elizabeth. I'm glad you have power. Drink the dye. Yeah, okay. Leah. No. No drinking the dye. I'm going back. Made her thirsty. Quite a precise art form. Yeah, well, you know what? And I am far from precise, so actually it's not bad when they come out. They're a little wonky, but you know, you can really, like I said, you can take it to whatever level that you feel you have the patience for. Debbie J says her grandmother used to paint blown eggs. I didn't know if it was this type or not, but remember they were very pretty. Yeah, I've read a lot of people have mentioned that about painting eggs. I've never painted eggs. I have a Dremel and I have carved eggs before, which, hey, maybe that'll be alive sometime. And I did see where Carrie had her lemonade. And that Leah went to the beach. Yes, I do. I do have some snow. It's melting though, Melissa. You only saw just a little tad of it. Yeah, I know. Joys of being a ginger, right? Oh, Leah. Same. Oh, look at that. Now I'm going to carefully. You guys, my desk was so covered with dye last night. Look at my little thank you sticker that they put on your orders from Not Too Shabby. I stuck it on there because I really liked the saying. It says you deserve all the things. And I'm thinking, oh, yes, I do. But not that I can get them. But anywho, I colored it yellow because my dye went everywhere. Hi, Melinda. So I'm going to pull this out. I'm just going to check, kind of look. I think this is a good base. You can leave it longer. Some people will leave them like 20 minutes. I've read that they do it for a long time. I used to when my kids were younger because I would get sidetracked on doing something and yeah, because my kids, when my kids outgrew the dyed eggs, we got this stuff to do this when they were a little older, and they loved it. Or I think they loved it. If Ashley pops in, we'll ask her. Hi, Mari. All right, so here we go. What we're going to do, next layer of wax, what it's going to do is, oh, this is why we heat up the Kitska, so that when we put it in that wax, it just melts it a little, like that. Anywhere we put wax now is going to lock that yellow in. I think she is, Melinda. I think Melissa is still here. Oh, the same sound of your alarm. That's my little kitchen timer that I use I use it in my craft room. I'm surprised it's still somewhat white. I try to wipe it down once in a while, but I forget. I've had it in here for a long time. All right, so now I'm going to decide what I want yellow. I think I'm going to connect some lines, and I'm just making this up as I go. And just creating a design. I have nothing set in my mind. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to kind of just fly by the seat of my pants, so that there would be no pressure on me. Oh, you did you? Saw the video. Oh, Melissa showed everyone, huh? My mess. All right. Oh, that looks pretty cool, right? But that's just the lines. So I think what I might do is, oh, I want this back. And I'm going to blow my candle out. Sorry for the smoke, guys. Oh, I can't blow my candle out. I was thinking I should have blown it out when I put the dye in. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. I am going to fill in one whole side of this space. I just connected both corners, and now I'm just filling all this in with wax. Good night, Marty. Thank you so much for stopping in. Aw, well, enjoy your dinner. I'm glad you stopped in, even for a minute. That makes me happy. And yes, there's always a replay. All the decoration is. All right. So I think I'm going to skip, and I'm going to do the downwards of the chevron. Whoop. Slow down, Dawn. It makes it hard because I'm left-handed, and I don't have a room on the side of my camera because of my computer. So I have to work backwards and try to still stay in screen for you guys. And I'm just doing big. Ooh, see how I got a blob? But that's okay. That is actually helpful when you're doing like a big area. Just get her on there. So I'm skipping the up and I'm going to the down again. Good night, Leah. Have a good rest, a good sleep. And same, I'll post some pictures on my Instagram for those of you guys that want to see what we get in the end. And I'm so sorry, my glasses, I need to get new readers. Oh, see, I like when I get the blobs when I'm in a big space. So we got the downward, skip the upward, go to the next one for the downward. Corner to corner. I'm going to grab some more wax. Yeah, these little tiny little barrels, they hold a small amount of wax, but boy, it does go a long way. And I'll have to say, I think it is like the most clever thing to paint or draw on wax on this eggshell and then dye to, it's just an amazing technique and I really love it. And I found too the best way to get your wax flowing is just to, I have a tendency of using it like a pencil and forgetting that I should really tip it sideways so that it kind of flows out. And the good thing is it doesn't take it long to dry. It almost dries instantly. The wax hardens up. Uh-oh. Had to step out. Dave Sugar dropped. Gosh, again? Okay, Melinda, have a good evening. Hug the puppies. Oh my goodness. Some nice cheaters that came from, oh really? All right, so that's that for the yellow. Let's see, what else can we add? Maybe we can do some little starbursts. One of the big things that they that is on most Pysanky eggs are, I forget what they actually, the technical name is, but it's like an 8-pointed star, which represents the sun, which represents the light. And I guess the symbolism of the egg, it says, is that it just, it represents the cycle between a life and like the beginning of life and like the rebirth. And also has something to do with the shape of it, that there's really no beginning, no end. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which I think is pretty cool. Good night, Carrie. Chickens, dies, and 4. Oh, nice. You got the stamps? That's awesome. Yay! How exciting, Pam. I know. The ladies did the chicken stamps from Simon Hurley really did them justice. I loved them all that I saw. I know T did them, Elizabeth did them. All came out great. Thank you, moderators, for saying goodnight. I'm missing some people probably, and I apologize in advance if you happen to step away and I miss saying goodnight or goodbye. I will go back and read the comments after later when the video is up to catch what I missed. And actually, same with questions. If I miss any, I will check the chat, but if there's, just in case, make sure to leave a comment below the video, because I'm more apt to see your comment, just in case. I don't want to miss any questions if anybody has any questions. How you doing, Elizabeth? Are you liking what you see so far? Doesn't it look fun? So this is kind of like, have you ever seen people do like the batik on the wax batik on silk scarves and stuff? It's really cool. Oh, hi, Debbie. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in. I've been lurking in some of your posts and your videos. Life's been super busy and it's crazy. You know how it is. And I don't always get a chance to comment in the moment because I watch on my TV and I can't leave a comment when I'm. I wish they made the remote keyboards that you could hook to the TV and just comment. But yeah, I tried to reach out to my Instagram following because not everybody is on my on my YouTube or in my Facebook things. I want to make sure anybody that might want to see gets to see, because it is kind of cool and it's kind of perfect timing with Easter. Yes, Crystal. Yes, I made it over 500, I think, a week or two ago, a couple weeks ago. Flying. It's exciting. I'm so grateful to everybody that has subscribed and follows, and I'm glad that you guys are so thoroughly entertained. I've been trying to really work hard on my channel to bring content, interesting content, but also to bring some interactive things like the art dice and some of the. Forgot to mail all the happy mail. Oh, Elizabeth, that's okay. There you go, Pam. All right, so there's our wonky little 8-pointed star. And I guess even though you see these lines, I don't know why I worry about them. I see them and I feel like the dye from the next color will get in between, but it really doesn't. It really doesn't. So I'm trying to think of how I can, so we know that's white. I'm going to just kind of just do some little circles in between here. Bloop. And see, it dries, it solidifies quickly, which is great. It's perfect for this technique. And I appreciate everyone that's sticking around to watch the process. I understand that some have to go, but those that hang in there, I appreciate, because it does take a little while, and it is hard for people to kind of stay for the whole process. All right, so we're good. I think we're good. Well, maybe I'll do a little cross in these, because we're not going to have a lot of colors. I only pulled 4 colors, and I did learn about Pysanky that they typically only use 3 to 4 colors when in their designs. Not often do they use a lot. Me and my kids, when we did them, we like color, so I tend to I tend to pull out the whole shebang and like dip in 12 to 15 colors, you know, but because I like color. But tonight I'm trying to stick to, I'm definitely not doing traditional patterns, but I'm trying to stick to their colors that are mostly used. All right, so I think that's good for me. Now we blow the candle out, Dawn. So everything that's covered now, we got the white and we got the yellow. Now we're going to drop it in gold and encase all that yellow in. And the gold is just a little bit darker yellow, which gives it a really nice transition from those light spots to this darker yellow. And it's awesome, Linda. I love it so much. Love it so much. And I'm going to set my timer again for 3 to 5 minutes. And catch up on chat again. Let's see what we got. Come on. There we go. Ah. Yeah, I know how it's very... I remember trying this years ago, but I didn't know the symbolism. Yeah, there's some really cool things. It's really cool, Debbie, when you look into it, like what it all means. And I guess a lot of it has to do with like the spring equinox and that turning of the seasons. It has to do with the rebirth of the earth and mankind and all of those kinds of things, which makes it really cool. So, Elizabeth, yeah. Well, we'll have to figure out, we get you in the game here. Oh, Janine, they are flocking amazing. Ah. If you make 4 lines that go across the top, that might be easier than counting off all 8, plus the spacing would be even. Pam, that's what I did. If you remember in the beginning, I did those lines. You're probably not going to see a lot of them now that I've put a layer of dye, and actually sometimes your hands tend to rub some of the graphite from the pencil off. But I could see those lines, and that's how I got the spacing, because I think they were pretty close to even. Oh, yeah, Linda, I know. Oh, I missed Carrie. I know she's probably gone to bed. Good night, Carrie. All right, I think I'm caught up. Let's see. Oh, did I see? Hi, Jim. I'm so glad you made it. Oh, and Mona too. Hi, Mona. Cordelia, I can't remember if I said hi to Cordelia. Yeah, I know. When I see Mona, I always like, Mona did what? Oh, I had fun in your live the other day, Mona. So fun. I need to really get on my sewing machine more. Oh, look at that. There we go. Let's check. Oh, and I probably should have done a little turn flip. Maybe I will put it in for another couple minutes. Or a minute. Not long. Oh, I did say, okay, Cordelia. Yay. Oh, let's see. Thought it might be in your area this summer, but you're much further from East Durham, New York than I thought. You can come see me, Pam. All right, Jim, that's okay. There'll be a replay. Oh, well, while you're here, let me show you. So this is an egg that I did years ago with my girls when they were doing it. We had a couple more, but moving things around, some of the ones that they did were cracked. And had I seen the video that someone posted, I should have kept the pieces of the cracked egg instead of tossing them, but I tossed them. But this is one that we did, and we used the flower, the symbolism in the vine. But look, non-traditional colors. Like I used all the different colors, and I kind of did this ombre of the blue to the purple, which was fun. I did this one last week, playing around with some. I think we used yellow, yellow, pink, turquoise, and a purple, which came out like almost like an indigo, which was really cool. Here's one of my little splats that landed, and I told you you can't turn back on it. And obviously not. It's always a surprise for the reveal because you never know. Thank you, Mona. Oh, you did check the distance to me. Okay. Was I far away? Too far away? See this gold? It's like an orange almost. It's like a dried marigold. Distress color. All right, 2 colors down. So the next one we're going to do is going to be orange. Hopefully we'll get enough orange. If not, we'll just go to the red. Hi, Melissa. They are blown eggs. They are. Yes, ma'am. Right here. Blown out eggs. Thanks, Janine. Oops, I got to get a new napkin because my napkin is starting to bleed. Look, all the colors from the old one. It won't hurt it. It won't stay. So my next color will go over it and it will wipe that right out. Hopefully. 5.5 hours. Ooh. Oh, really? That's pretty cool, Jim. That's pretty cool. All right, back up. I'll take this wick off so it doesn't smoke up on me. All right. So we're going to see what we want to keep from this orange. See, I can see these lines that I created from the pencil still, but I'm sure that you guys probably can't. I have some shadowing, so. Oh yeah, Jim, this is what I thought of you, Jim, because you've been doing eggs, and I thought this might be something fun you might like to try. It seems like something that you might like. I don't know if how your my hands aren't very good, and I can do it okay. I mean, I couldn't sit and do it all day, but all right, let's make some new lines and fill in some new spaces here. Whoop, we got a little burp there. But that's where I find going faster, I get typically a straighter line. When I'm trying to go slow and be precise, that's when I usually end up with. So I think that one side is yellow. I'm going to do this side as the gold. We'll make these kind of shadowy. How are we doing? Yes, Melissa, this is beeswax. Beeswax is what's recommended. It does, it seals the to the shell almost instantaneously. It locks in the color. It like soaks right into the pores of the egg. Whoop. They're kind of like fountain pens. You have to kind of get it flowing, you know. Sometimes they get a little cloggy and you just want to pull the wax out. And they do, when you buy these Kitskas, they do provide you with a long little cleaner, like it's like a wire thing that you clean it out. You can clean out the wax. I usually just use my little clay mandrel that I use to clean out my beads. I know, Cordelia, you're right. Oh, hey, Stace. Yeah, Stace has been in here before, Pam. Oh, you might not have been in here when she's come in, but she's a frequent flyer. Yeah. Right, Pam? No bleeding on camera. No fires. I know. I was like, oh, I don't know about doing this because I was thinking I gotta have live fire, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this and under my camera, right? So I was like, all right, I gotta kind of set this up on the side so I don't so I got all my yellow parts. Look at how ugly it is, you guys. So I have these yellow crosses. I'm gonna go right over these and thicken the lines. This is going to lock in that gold that's around the yellow. Go right over the top of it. Lock that right in. Hey, Kim. Increase. I know, Pam. Whoops. Telling you. This is why I like the tea lights. Since they're flat, but they just don't stay lit. I like these emergency candles because they're maybe I need to get one of those wide votives, like a small votive, and use one of those. Right, I know, Melissa. A fatter candle. I need to increase, like, I don't have cats anymore. That's the one reason why for a long time I didn't have candles in the house because of the cats and the dogs. Um, it was okay when I just had, one little dog or two little dogs, but when my daughter was here with her big dog, and he wasn't like not gentle. He was gentle. He was a good dog, but he was rambunctious. That's the word. Rambunctious. So, yeah, no candles. I have a bunch of battery operated candles, and those do me no good. So I need to build up my stash of candles. And I had these emergency candles. I'm like, yeah, we'll use these. But I think you're right. I really have enjoyed because I did a couple before the live, and I'll show you this next dunk. I'll pull out another one and show you one that I've done. Another one I did this week. These have been fun, and I was thinking if I really took my time and went slow and really planned out a nice pattern, these would be fun to do and give as gifts. I got to use your oil. Oh, I know. Don't you love that, Elizabeth? It's like horrible when the lights go out, but you're like, yay, I get to use all my emergency lighting. I like that too. I have some real pretty oil lamps that I've had since I was probably 19. My dad got them for me for Christmas one year. I got a matching pair of them. They're really pretty. They're black with white roses painted on the bottom where the oil goes, and I love them. And I hardly use them because I save them just for emergencies, you know. I don't want to use the oil up. So I'm always excited when the power goes out. I get to use them. Elizabeth got lit. Yeah. I'm going to do the same thing up here around this yellow. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see. Don't forget, though, that if you're on your phones and watching, you can pinch the screen and make yourself, you can zoom in, you know, pinch yourself in close. I love that new feature. It's awesome. Now when I watch lives, I don't have to say, hey, can you hold that up? Can you hold that up? Because I watch on my phone during the day a lot. At night, I watch on the TV, so you can always see anyway. It's bigger. Vinyl? Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, isn't it awesome, Stace? I love that. So you guys can get right down in close if you want. See my old wrinkly hands and my bad nails. And see my precision, my non-precision. There we go. Oh yeah, there you go, Mona. There's your tip of the day. Yep, pinch the screen. Which I love that they've finally done that because, you know, when you're looking at things, you know how you could always pinch the screen to look at pictures and stuff when you're searching things or whatnot. But I'm like, genius. As soon as I saw it was added to YouTube, I'm like, man, this is awesome. So as long as someone's in screen. Ooh, nice. I love my air fryer too. Did you get a big one that does all the things, Melissa? I want a rice maker too. Not that it's really hard for me to make rice, but I just like to have one that just, I can put in a ton of it and not have to keep like, I don't have to touch it. I can just put it in the rice maker, set it, forget it. Open it up and have perfectly steamed rice. I know. I know, Stace. I think about that with the air fryer. I just have a basic one. I just use it for like fries and if I get like burritos, corn dogs, you know, little things like that that would be awesome to actually fry, but doing them in the air fryer is amazing. But I feel like a lot of people think that way with their like Instapots that they have. I don't have an Instapot, but I want one. Ooh, that's cool. Mine's just a little one. I really need to invest in a bigger one. This one was given to me to try it out because I was on the fence and I didn't know if I would really like um I need to find more things to close this gold in. I think we might just end up with a lot of I'm just going to do this and then dunk it in the red. Yeah, mine was given to me to try it out to see if I'd like it because the woman that gave it to me was my coworker. She had gotten a big one and she was like, you know, do you have an air fryer? And I'm like, no, but I want to get one. I'm not sure if I'll use it though. And she's like, well, I'll give you this one to see how it goes and how you like it. And I do use it a lot. I do I like to do fries a lot as a snack and stuff. Oh, you didn't like your Instapot, Melissa? Crystal. Ah. Mona's got an Instapot. Haven't used it yet. Oh, you guys, you should use them. Try them out. So, good to know, Stace, about the air fryer. I've had mine for a little over a year. It's gotten lots and lots of use. So I'm thinking, that right there deserves me an upgrade. I think I'll put it on my birthday list. It never sealed well. Huh. Oh, been there, done that, Mona. I have a gas stove, and okay, so my stove runs off my gas fuel. My furnace also is my gas, and my dryer is gas. So at one point, I was really going through a lot of gas and or propane. That sounds much better. That the other way just doesn't sound right. Anyway, I um I went I went a whole summer without my stove too. We cooked in a toaster oven back then. Oh, I'll have to keep an eye out. Maybe I'll have to check in with you when I hear of you starting to bake in it. I'd like to know how that goes. Sounds like I need to check that channel out too. Oh, what channel is that, Linda? Oh, Six Sisters. Yes. I subscribe to them, Jim. You mentioned them to me, and I subscribe to them. They're awesome. I really enjoy watching them. That was they're awesome. If anyone feels motivated, they can drop some links of some people that are in here. Pressure, look, YouTube too. He has Pressure Luck, huh? 3 books out. Oh wow, I'll have to look him up too. Oh, that's so funny, T. My voice is so soothing. You've got a great sense of humor. Oh, I love it. I think you said that on your live the other night, you jokester. That's okay. You're allowed a chair nap. I tried to take a chair nap earlier and didn't get very far. I'm always afraid on nights that I go live. I'm like, shoot, if I fall asleep, oh my gosh. See how long this takes though? And I'm going super fast. That's why I'm so glad I got to start early. What time is it? 7:50. See? I have an hour and 15 minutes already, you guys. I'm going to go with the red and fill in, and then we'll do the last dip in black. We'll seal the deal. Beef roast, whole chickens and such. Ooh. Corned beef and cabbage. Oh yeah, yeah. And that was that the air fryer or the Instapot, Linda? I forgot. All right, Elizabeth, enjoy your dinner. I know. That's the thing about coming on earlier. Is I thought about that too. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna be hitting people right at dinner time. And for my West Coaster peeps, it's a little early too, but all right. I think I got it all. And I'll show you one where I forgot. I missed a spot, and it's easy to do. You really have to have a keen eye and make sure you hit all the spots that you want to hit when you're doing this, or else. Maybe I'll just do some little gold dots here and there. Not traditional, but fun. Polka dots. And I love saying the word kitska for the tool. More than one is a kitski. Kitski. I mean, one is a kitski. Two or more is a kitska. All right, let's polka dot this end too. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going fast, guys. When you're doing this, don't do as I do. Whoop! There's a big one. There, I got a little burp of a bubble. Take your time if you do this. Make it pretty. Oh, actually, I don't know why I did that. All right. We're going to blow that out. And we're going to come over here to the red. And we are going to plop her in. I probably should have gone with scarlet instead of the dark red, but I don't know. I think this will look pretty. Oh, wait. Did I miss the orange? Oh, I did. That's all right. It's okay. We'll just go right to red and we'll do black. Hi, Gloria. I don't know about frying in the Instapot. I don't know who Stace is asking, whoever. Yes, Stace has an air fryer. Ah, okay. Awesome. Linda, that's who it was. Linda. Boy, this red, I forgot how red this is. It's like blood red. Ooh. Look, my hands, I washed most of it off, but my hands were like, they looked like this. I had like dye everywhere yesterday, and I went to the doctor's yesterday. I was like, oh, I said, I've been dyeing things, so my hands are quite colorful. All right, I'm gonna soak that and put it in 3 to 5 minutes. Catch up on chat. Who else we got? Your eggs, your choice. That's right, Jim. That's right. All right. Okay, so let me show you the next one. I showed you that one. I did this one yesterday. See all the colors? That's on my napkin. So I tried to do the little flowers, and I practiced with some little shading, and I did some white on the edges of, I'm sorry about the shadows too. I feel like I got terrible lighting tonight. And I feel a piece of wax on there that I didn't get off. There it is. Yeah, so this was fun. And I just did some little just swiping of the Kitska. But yeah, love it. Thanks, Crystal. Oh, you're zooming in. Yeah, so you can see all my little my details. And see how shiny? That's from the wax, the beeswax. It's kind of seals the egg. But if you want it shinier, you can really seal the egg by, you can use the spray polyurethane, I guess, or someone might know the name of it. Jim, what do you call that stuff? Oh, yeah, Jim, I bet, because I was totally covered. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And this is another one I did. So the holes on the top, you can use, and I had my jewelry bin out, but I put it away, I guess. You can use the bead caps to cap the ends of your egg if you really want to beautify them up, like the little, the filigree eggs, the little things that Fabergé eggs are really pretty. So I used from some mini ornaments that I had a little topper, and I just squeezed and pinched it into the hole and it set. And I have an ornament stand that I was thinking I would put it on. So this one I did some of the traditional markings and the shapes, but do you guys see my mistake? I did the turquoise down the sides of the white feathering on both sides. One side on this side, because I totally forgot from when I started and I flipped the side. I don't know why I didn't go down the other side. I didn't notice. Oh, hi, Abraham. Oh, well, you're excused. Polyacrylic. Yeah, something like that. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Fabergé Museum in St. Petersburg. Oh, really? Yeah. There's some really nice stuff. This was fun. I really enjoyed, doing all the layers and little swirls and, um, yeah, I took a little more time. Oh, look at that. So Abraham, as you saw, Pysanky eggs. That's the word of the night. Pysanky eggs. Da, da, da. So, what did I tell you my color order is? So you do yellow, gold, light green, light blue, turquoise, orange. Isn't that funny that you would do your blues and then do your orange? But that's how it works. And then pink, scarlet, red, cherry red, and then there's a dark red. So this is the dark red. So it's kind of like it's a dark red for sure. And this is when you start putting the darker colors, you can see that lighter color underneath the wax. You see it coming through, kind of gives you. So I'm just gonna flip it over and let it sit for another minute or so with a little pressure on top. Okay, Mona, take care. I'll post a picture on my community tab of the finished product. Thank you, Linda. Polyacrylic. Yes, polyacrylic. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, Janine. And they have one that comes, you can spray, or you can put it on with a brush. Yep. So, yep, Pysanky, that's the word of the night, Pysanky. I'm just going to go with a new one here so I don't want any bleed through. Boop. And that's that for that. And let me grab the black. You guys, I have like 18 colors. And some of them, they're so pretty. Like the aqua and this pink. I love this pink. It's so pretty. It's the pink that was on like this one. Oh, Linda loved this one. I did this when I was chatting with her the other night. And she's like, I call that. So, yeah, it's so pretty. And the purple is pretty, and so is this. This is the turquoise. Oh, hopefully you can see kind of. It's so pretty. All right, so let's see what we got. But ooh, that is so red. You know what? I'm thinking I might want to take some of like my gold acrylic paint. I feel like it would be neat to add different highlights on some of them. Like on this one, do some like gold, you know, things, little highlights. What do you think? Whew, that was close. Fabulous red. Yes, Janine. Love it. All right. I pull off my wick. I don't know if you guys do that, like my candles that I use to burn. I used to do the same thing just to prevent a lot of smoking. Heat this up and clean the soot. Get this towel over here for my sooty soot, so we can get back to my brass color. Not that it matters, it really doesn't. I'm just OCD about it. So see, I have that pretty color back in there. You held your breath, Janine? I know. I'm klutzy these days. I'm telling you. I was trying to use that excuse with Willie the other night. This is why I shouldn't do dishes. I drop things. See? All right. What do we want to seal in here? I'm thinking I definitely want to seal in these chevron sides. I'm going to seal this whole thing. Seal in that red. Because whatever we don't cover in this time, this is the last step. This is the last color I'm using. Whatever we don't fill in now will become black. We're going to seal the deal with black. And you don't always have to do black to finish. You can do, as you saw in some of mine, I didn't always like the black though. It's it gives it a very bold, like very dramatic kind of feel when you get the black on there, and all the other colors kind of pop, you know. There we go. That's why I was trying to get a little blob to make sure I get a good, because I tend to, I'll show you in one of the eggs I did. If you guys zoomed in, you might have seen there's kind of gaps where you can see like the color come through, and some like the black will be in between. Yeah, because I should take more time and make sure that it's nicely filled in with a nice thick layer, and I'm Speedy Gonzalez. You can't zoom in? What? Wait, what? Oh my goodness, Judy, I don't know. I don't do a dozen at a time. It took me most of the day yesterday to do, I do maybe one and a half. I did part of one. I don't think I did two. Maybe I did both of those. I don't think so. I think I just did one, but it takes a while. Look what, it's 7:30. I'm trying to go fast too. I'm trying to go fast. I think I'm going to cover all this in some red, because I really don't want to lose a lot of the red. I think I'll keep it on the ends. Oh, I know. You know what? I usually am too, Judy, and that's why I have to kind of change my perspective on my instant gratification. Like, is instant gratification mean like in a day or in a week or in an hour or a couple hours or a month? You know what I mean? I have to kind of change my my perspective, because I can't always uh-oh. Are we still going? Yep, okay. I saw something flash and I wanted to make sure. And I must have a super duper lag on. I do. There we go. Oh, thank you guys, because never watch anything on my PC too blind. Okay. Are you, oh, you're on your PC. Okay, I'm lost. So hopefully the chat is following what T is saying. You guys can help her out. I kind of lost track here. I don't want to spend too much time reading now, only because I don't want to keep you guys here for hours and hours and hours, and we're going on 2 hours now. So I think, yeah, I'll take this big bunch here. So yeah, Judy, when I changed that thought process, hi Leah, how are you? Oh, good night, Cordelia. So are you on your phone, Leah? Are you on your phone? Because if you're on your phone, that's what the girls were just talking about. You can kind of pinch your screen and it will zoom you in. See? See? Because I don't want to zoom. I don't want to. I can't really go up and pinch. I'm recording on my phone, and it's hard for me to try to zoom without. Great, love watching. No, not on the phone, but that is okay. Okay, can you see a little better, Leah, if I bring it up? How's ECR? Yes, she was just in here. She left for dinner, Abraham. Yes, she did get her power back. And whoops. Oops. Oh, thank you, Linda. I guess you got that. Oh, let me see. So what I'm doing, Leah, I don't know if you've been following or lurking or in the back row up in the balcony. I'm covering this egg with beeswax, and I am adding a Batik dyes in between each layer of wax. And this is my last layer of wax, and then we will do the big reveal. Oh, I'm so thankful I got to come on early tonight, guys. Not that you guys would have minded staying late. It's not about that. It's about me. I just get, my head gets tired after too long, too late. Oh, you just got here. Okay. So yeah, so these are Pysanky eggs, which is a Ukrainian Easter egg, and that is how it's dyed. You kind of draw out a little pattern in quadrants on your egg, so you end up with kind of what you're seeing here. It's kind of like a an even, woo, yay! I'm glad that dropped right in where I wanted it. And then yeah, you cover it with beeswax, which is the ideal wax, recommended wax to use. They do say not to use candle wax because it doesn't seal and adhere to the egg the way the beeswax does. Which makes sense, you know. You get two natural items, the beeswax and an egg. I would like to get my hands on some ostrich eggs and do, or duck eggs even. Duck eggs I would be happy with even. Big, you know, bigger size. But man, I would like ostrich eggs. Yeah. That's what started me on wanting to carve eggs when I got my Dremel, was ostrich eggs. I saw them somewhere carved and I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing that. $82. Oh, I'm so jealous too. So jealous. All right, so we got this end. Doesn't it look so ugly, you guys? Look at this. It's so ugly. I actually love how the beeswax turns black too. It helps you to see, but it kind of covers and hides everything so that when you reveal it, it it's like a nice surprise. It's like, ooh, look at that. William must be going crazy downstairs tonight by himself for almost 2 hours. Not that I don't spend 2 hours up here anyway on a live or more, but usually it's hard for him to stay quiet that long. So this little tool, Leah, is called a kitska, and it just, as you've seen me, I kind of scoop in the wax, and then I hold it over the candle, and it kind of melts it in the little cup, and the hole in the bottom of it drains out like a fountain pen would, and you can kind of draw it out. I put it on either newspaper or brown. This is actually wrapping from my fish the other night. I always try to be careful and I get it right out of the packaging without getting anything on it so I can save the brown paper. And I apologize again for those of you that come in that might be saying things and I miss it. I have an ostrich egg my friend gifted me from... Oh, you should try this then, Abraham. Yes, Janin. I like the melting of it off too. Yep, I like the big reveal. Well, I could probably... We have a... Oh, actually, we don't. So my friend Mark that had ostriches up here and emus, he moved to Florida. Is that your friend? Is that your friend, Abraham? My friend Mark, he moved to Florida from up here. He used to raise all those fun things and... I know, Judy. I try so hard. I miss so much. So that's what I was thinking of, starting to go through and catching all the questions or things that people asked or said, and just leaving the comments in like a pinned comment at the top of the comments after the live when I go back and can read everything. All right, so I think we did good. I think we left... Maybe we'll just go around maybe the insides of these squares. We'll do red and then we'll call it. I want at least... But yeah, about the comments. I would like to catch everybody's questions and comments, but I will repeat, if you guys have pressing questions on things like where to get stuff or anything that I could possibly answer, look up, if I can answer it, leave it in the comments, because I do see my comments and I do try to respond to all of my comments. So yeah. Oh, you mean like the cloche thing that they, like that the big rose was in? Beauty and the Beast? I think that's what they call those. Big cloche. Yes, there it is. There it is. The rose. Abraham, did you watch the live from last week where I showcased your Happy Mail? Just curious. In case you didn't, I want to say thank you to you. I loved it. And in case you also didn't hear, I contacted the woman that created that stencil, oh darn, what's it called? Susie stencil. And She told me that that was vintage. She's like, oh boy. She goes, I can't even remember the year. That is old. And I'm like, yeah, I figured so by looking at it. But I I really liked it, and I'm going to do that on one of my lives. I'm going to make a card with that because I love it so much. And I've also been trying to practice and learn more about the what you call it, the gelatos, because yeah, I want to be able to use them. All right, let's see. I think we covered all the bases here. I think I'm going to dip in black, and then we're going to do the reveal. Dun, da, da, da. All right, I think that's it. Out goes the candle. Those stencils came with a group of other things I bought on eBay. Oh, really? Well, I was thrilled with them because I used to admire a lot of things from Ecstasy Crafts, which is where those are sold through. So it was just, I swear it was like meant to be. I was like, oh my gosh, check this out. And I contacted, like I said, I contacted Marianne, the lady who created that, and she's in the Netherlands, I believe. So everything on her site is in like Dutch or whatever, and so I was like, ugh. So I had to kind of look around for the email, and I found it finally and gave her a shout out. It was really cool. Yeah, that's right. Linda was watching me because, excuse me, I pulled out my light box and actually got my stylus, and I actually did the embossing for it. And then you use your what do you call this thing? Your craft knife, and you cut all the parts out. Yeah. All right, so into the black. We're going to set the timer for a few minutes. 3 to 5. Yeah. So she said they called them the pizza stencils. And you can actually pull them apart. You have to take them out of the pie piece, the pizza piece. You snip the little pieces or twist them out, and you set them. You use the round template as the circle, and you mark it and mark the shapes, the pie part from the center, and then you lay each pizza pie in it. It was really cool. Oh, Altenew. Let me tell you, I did the Crop and Create with Linda, Judy, D, and we had a kit from Altenew that was absolutely beautiful. And I thought, now I know why Abraham is like in love with them. Their flowers, it was a beautiful lily, and it was the stamp. It had the matching stencil and the matching embossing folder, and it was just beautiful. Gold leaf on the eggs. I haven't. I have gold leaf. Oh yeah, I figured they were New York because Tasneem, is that her name? She was the presenter for Altenew, the co-owner, and I know that's where she is located, out of New York. So yeah. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. All of you guys that hung in there. So wow, I really encased a lot of that red and around the outside of the triangles. I'm glad about that, actually. Oh, the plaid die cuts were from Pink Fresh. Okay. I loved those. And I loved how they layered. Oh, that's right, T. We did think they were Tim Holtz. That's right. So Pink Fresh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, I've really gotten exposed since I've been on YouTube. And you guys, speaking of YouTube, what's today, the 4th? I think it's April 6th. I'll have to go back and look, but this month is my 1 year anniversary for being on YouTube. I like can't believe it. But since being on YouTube, I have really been exposed to so many different companies that I knew about and I followed forever, but I never had any of their things. So it's just been amazing. And the sentiments were made by you. So I guess you did watch the video. Oh, really? Well, there you go. Oh, so we both have April birthdays. April Fool's was yours, huh? Ha! That's funny. And look how far you've come, T. It's amazing. That's awesome. I know. I can't even believe I'm a little over halfway already to 1,000, so I'm excited. I knew it. I saw my timer was getting ready to go off. I'm just going to do this a little tiny flip here. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a fun ride. It took me a little while to get into the motion of. So my big thing still is I have done. What did I maybe one or two since I said I was going to create more videos. I did do one with my what was it? I did a video. Oh, my scavenger hunt book. I did my walkthrough for my scavenger hunt book as a video. I said, no, I'm just going to do it as a video and just do it and see how it turns out. And it wasn't that long. So I was like, okay, it came out, good enough to be acceptable for me to just leave it and not have to do any editing. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, T is amazing to watch. Oh, thanks, T. She is an amazing artist also. Very, very talented. Yep, I thoroughly enjoy my coffee with tea on Fridays. Which we haven't done in a while. I missed it. Well, you know what? I've had med changes and it's really messed up my schedule lately. Hey, Cheryl. How are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's so nice to have you. I don't know if you come, I don't know if you've been here before. I mean, I know you from group, but I don't know if you've been here. I'm so glad. Any news from Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette? I'm never up that early or I'd watch. I've seen you a couple times, I think, Janin. Oh, I don't think so, Linda. First time. Well, welcome, Cheryl. Yay. Oh, thanks, Mari. I know. I don't know. Linda, if Linda can figure out like how to click the names, right click and go to channel and get the links, we can drop some links in here while I'm doing the reveal, because here we go, folks. I'm excited. I got my clean towels over here. I can actually use this one too. All right. I'm going to light her up. Light her up. Light her up. Light her up. All right. Yeah, Cheryl. Welcome to the fun. Oh, T, go call him. So, what we're doing, all that beeswax on there, it melts fast, but it dries fast. So what we're going to do, we're going to set it alongside, can you see how I'm doing it from the top? I hope so. Alongside the flame. Let the flame is going to kind of hug the egg a little, but you want to move it quickly. Pull it out. I just roll mine. And start melting that wax off. But you don't want to sit it directly over because then you'll end up like the video, I believe Elizabeth or T, one of them showed me where the egg cracked at the very end. And you can, I mean, if it does, it does, and you use it for another piece of art, which is really cool. I never thought about that, but hence the reason I threw away the broken ones that I had in the past away in the trash. Thanks, T. I appreciate it. You can sleep during my live anytime. Isn't there a song about that? Or no, that's you can eat crackers in my bed anytime. So, T, did you hear that Creativation is going to be in Louisiana next year? New Orleans. It's down in you all's neck of the woods. Yep. So we're just gonna bloop. How we doing, Linda? Oh, Linda, you did it! Woohoo! I know it's not easy. Yeah, it might be more doable. I know. I was thinking about that. 'Cause I thought I heard something. I thought you were gonna go. Oh no, that's right. I remember you were, and then I remember that's right. You said no. Oh, we're getting there, folks. This one's gonna be pretty. Completely different color scheme that I've had so far, which I like. I like that they're all different. Oh, it'd be so embarrassing if this thing popped while I was on alive. I shouldn't jinx myself. So Cheryl, what we did was, if you're still in here, I hope so. Um, we actually did. These are Pysanky eggs, which are Ukrainian Easter eggs. I'm not sure if you have seen these before. But you actually dye them with these Batik dyes and cover them with wax to seal the color in on the egg to resist, do like a wax resist. And you keep layering it up and then till the egg is as full as you want it. And then you slowly melt the wax off and reveal your design. And that's what we're doing now. And they're beautiful. And I'll show all of them at the end. So it's your son's birthday today, T. How old? Is this middle oldest? Which one? Mac? Nee, you can collect some wax from your bees this year, don't? Yeah. So about my bees, I don't know if you guys heard me mention or if I even did mention because I was somewhat heartbroken, probably added to my depression over the winter. But my bees actually didn't make it through the winter. My beekeeper came and he took one of the, he took the top layer of my hive. He left the bottom where most all the honey was. And he's actually coming next week with a new swarm of bees. My birthday, it's in September. I am a on the cusp of Virgo Libra, baby. Right in the middle of the signs. So yeah, Janin. So there is some wax in there, and I could get some of the honey, but Will's dad has decided to leave what honey is in there to help start this new hive. Yeah, it was devastating. I actually was very sad because you guys saw my videos. I was very attached to my bees. Yes, they were lovely. But you know what? These ones will be too. And I was just so sad because, the bees are life, and to have that, it really touched me deeply. I'm pretty, I don't know. I probably overthink and overfeel things like that, but yeah, it was so sad. All right. So I'm feeling for areas of wax. We're about there. And melting it and pushing it in too, it's almost like it goes into the pores of the shell, which really adds a nice seal. It's really nice shine. You can feel it in the surface of the egg. So, yeah. All right. We about got it all. And there it is, you guys. There it is. And like I said, I could have taken a little more time. Could have, thank you, Linda. You're my superstar, my superhero. I could have taken a little more time and got my lines a little more precise, but that's it. That's it. And if you get the little caps that you can, do like this one, I put the hanger, but they also make the caps, like I said, that go on the ends. Sorry about the smoke, everybody. Blow it away. So yeah, so this is the one we did tonight. See, I love how even the polka dots, they came out really cool, right? So yeah, that was pretty neat. I really like that color scheme. So this is the one I did the other day and then yesterday. And I really like, this is why we did these egg holders in the beginning. So we had the little egg holders. So here we got this one. And we got this one. And I can kind of turn them upward, and I will do a zoom in here at the very end so you guys can kind of get a close look. And then we got this one. Kind of neat. Hi, Marylanders. Yes, Janin. I love all the new peeps. I hope they come back. That's okay, Mary. You can watch, you know what? This is the fun, this is the best part anyway. Let's see if I can bring you down a little now that I can. Let's see. Whoop! See, this is why I don't like the Zoom. I feel like I get everybody so sick. What do you think? See it a little better? Thanks, Linda. That's okay, Mary. And like I said, yeah, if you want to learn the technique, and boy, I bet you if you tried this, you'd run with it. It's pretty fun too. But oh, see what I was talking about with the color? If you kind of miss little tiny specks of where the wax, I get in the where the wax goes with your kitska, you can see where the black came through. It kind of hits those parts. But, you know, I don't mind that. It just adds character, you know. But yeah. So thank you guys. Oh, sorry, Gloria. Thanks, Melissa. Oh, yeah, there were some. I know Leah, if she's still in here, she was looking for it to go close up a little bit. I mean, I don't know how much more. It's hard to do on this with the phone. I wish I had. That's next on my list is to get a nice, a decent camera that I can actually use for my lives and to film. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that came in. I hope somebody dares try it. It's super fun, and once you get set up, you know, and the dies last forever. I've had these dies forever, and they say they won't go bad as long as you keep them tightened up. And I bought these Ziploc containers and just marked the colors, and I've had them forever in a box. So thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. They're so fun. So yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in and watching, and I appreciate everybody that supports me. I try to get around to everybody else's channels as much as I can. So, and I'm sorry if I missed anybody's comments. Yeah, see, Janine, that's it. You can. And you know, these are plastic, and they've lasted in these just perfectly. I didn't know. Okay, Judy. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up too. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, thanks, Linda. I know. I know which egg is yours. It screams Linda. It's like, oh, Linda, this is me. So, all right. So have a good night, everyone. And thanks for coming. Go call your son T. And happy birthday to him. Good night. You're welcome, Mari.